How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We are back for another Dokkan Battle video. In today's video, we are retaking down the superhero mission for the new Red Zone Style Max. This time we are utilizing it without the Tech Golden Frieza and instead utilizing the new EZAs for those of you who got stuck. Many of you guys mentioned in our previous video that you didn't have the Tech Golden Frieza, and so I figured, it was really important to me to show how the new EZAs can help in this fight. And I'm going to be honest, just as we were with the last one, now, we did use an item to help us through the last one, but I think we can get the no item with this one. But it really just depends on what Cell Max decides to do. Like, I would have had this video up yesterday, but 6 out of 6 runs, he decided to double super AoE turn 1. And this is the first run we've had where that doesn't happen. As you can see there, we only had to take 1 hit with Gamma 1, which means Gamma 1 should be able to tank the AoE for the rest of this. And hopefully we just need Gohan to live the AoE super here. Obviously, we have our 70% chance to nullify with the Gamma 2, which we do get. Perfect. And Gohan does Sky. I was a little worried about how he would do in slot 3, but he does handle it, which is good. Now, we are going to get him over there with the Fizz Ultimate Gohan. Now, obviously, the nature of this fight, it's a bit of a shorter fight, so we're not going to be able to build up Fizz Ultimate Gohan all that much, but we don't really need to, right? 1 turn's enough. That'll give us a turn to get basically him and AGL Gohan on the same level doing the same amount of damage, and right, so 100 mil out of, 3 times that out of AGL Gohan, the friend here, and then plus, 80 or so mil out of Fizz Ultimate Gohan. I think we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do enough damage to kind of take Cellmax down here. Because I mean, at this point, right, we're pretty much safe, right? That was the sticking point, really, because you can see we have AGL UI coming in on the next turn, and I mean, obviously, no one's going to die from the AoE super on the next turn, but it will drop us below the HP thresholds, which will mean that we'll have AGL UIs revived on turn 3. So, right, like, we already know from this point forward that the run is set. All right, the run is set. We got nothing to worry about here for the rest of this run. I mean, unless somehow, well, actually, no, because if we put Tech Piccolo in slot 1, he shouldn't even die today. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. All right, so there is no AoEs. I was thinking maybe if there was a double AoE super in slot 1, but I think even that with Piccolo in slot 1 on his turn 1, he should be invulnerable, I think. We are going to float off the gods. The gods actually do pretty well in this event because they do have type advantage. The AoE super is a little tricky for them. I think they take 100k pre-super from it, which is still pretty good. And that's what I'm talking about. So, like, they'll be the ones to drop us below the HP threshold, which will allow us to proc AGL UI's revive. But yeah, so there we go. Piccolo can hang out slot 1 for us, and then next turn, right, we get the golden turn because we'll have both Gohan's actives plus Piccolo giant form to get rid of the AoE super. So, like I said, I mean, from this point forward, it's game over, man. Like, we know exactly what's going to happen to take this fight down. All right, look at that, 35 million on the second one. It's like, I honestly, I cannot stress enough how much I love how they handled LR Beastless here, right? Like, not just that, like, they made him insanely strong, but they didn't take it away, right? Like, he doesn't lose it after an X amount of turns. Ooh, wow, Piccolo's still taking 100k there. Okay, maybe pre-super that would have been a little rough. All right, there we go. Yeah, so, yeah, not only did they make him insanely powerful, right, they didn't take it away. He doesn't lose all of his strength after 3 turns like he usually did before, right? Especially his defensive strength, right? He's just at where he's at for the rest of the fight, and I love that. That's so good for him. There we go. We get another super, right? So we'll revive more than likely with AGL UI on the next turn, and then right, if we don't kill with the Orange Piccolo and the Gohan turn, then we still have the gods active on backup as they come into that next turn with the Gammas. Perfect. Excellent. And then there goes the second super, which now the gods should not take that much damage since it's post super. Okay, a lot better on that second hit for Orange Piccolo. Nice. Counter. All right, perfect. All right, so we, like I said, below the HP threshold. Ooh, and we got a good attack placement too. Oh, we actually might not have, well, actually, well, would it matter? No, I don't think it would. But then we'd have to put UI revive. Yeah, let's just do this. All right, let's see how this plays out. So, if we're lucky, right, because AGOUI has guaranteed dodge this turn. If we proc the right, so right, he's gonna tank the AoE super now, Gamma 1, which is why we let him attack first. But if we're lucky, Gamma 2 will counter the supers, hopefully. All right, moment of truth. He counters the supers. All right. Oh, no, he decided not to. Okay, well, there goes UI's revive.
This fight's not over yet. Vegeta, 17. And all the others gave everything they had so I could keep going. If I quit now, I'll betray that trust. And I refuse to let all of them down.
Alrighty, so now we have we got the turn. Perfect. So let's go ahead and let's start by using giant form here. Yeah, we got 6 minutes of slow giant. But actually, you know, it does quite a bit of damage, right? You think each one of the attacks here is going to be doing like 8 mil-ish, right? You're doing 2 of them for 3 turns, right? So that's 12 attacks total at 8 mil. That's, you know, that's pretty good, right? That's almost 120 mil-ish. Just under, a little under. It's over 100 mil, though, right? Like, so you're still doing damage here. It just doesn't feel like it because, right, it's so slow and it's chip damage, right? It's chip damage, but it adds up. There we go. Excellent. All right, we get another super here. Yeah. Now, because of the way they structured his, I didn't really talk about this because we didn't get to use the giant form in the showcase, but I didn't really talk about this here. Because they changed his active skill, the attack modifier, right? The super attack modifier used to be destructive, I think, because it's a giant form, but now it's mega colossal, and that's actually kind of important, right? Because technically at 24 key, right, if you're getting 24 key, the Mega Colossal multiplier is larger than the destructive multiplier at 24 key. So what that means is, right, if you can prioritize it, getting the 24 key actually helps Piccolo do more damage, which is really helpful. Again, it doesn't feel like you're doing a lot because it's slow here, but right, like look at that. That's a 10 million right there with the 24 key. And if we're doing, you know, what is that? 6 of those in a turn, right? That's pretty good damage. There we go. And remember, possibly 3, right? Sometimes we'll do 3. I mean, I don't expect it, but sometimes we'll do 3. There we go. Alright, now the super's in the middle, so this one's going to do a little bit less because we only got the 12 key on this one. And we get the normal, another normal. Okay, and then 10 million on the third one. Alright, and then now, I wonder if we're going to get the third giant form. There we go, we get a normal. No. Okay, so it looks like we're out of giant form, which is fine, right? It's fine. It is what it is. But let's see here. Gotta look at the key setup here. So obviously we got rid of the Let's do that. So we're gonna use the Gohan actives because even though the support would be nice, I think it's more important we deal damage here. So yeah, we get 99 million there with the Fizz Gohan. We get that with him, and then yeah, okay, this is perfect. I think we could kill here with just these two Gohans. Actually, I think we could. So let's grab that. Let's grab that. And then, yeah, all right, let's take that with him. Okay, I don't think he's going to attack, but here we go. All right, so starting with Gohan, we get 90 million for the first attack. All right, no crit, though. Dang. All right, 98 on the second attack. Let's crit on this one. There we go, much better. And then 105 on the third attack, right? So it's 180 mil. 280 mil we did on this one. Oh, we could have done so much more. Okay, yeah, with a bar left, I think Fizz Ultimate Gohan's got this. Hey, look at that, 73 mil, and that's only with his second turn of build up using that active skill. So that's pretty good. Perfect. And then we get the additional super for 50 mil and take down the Cell Max. Very nice. It's as easy as that, honestly. Really, the big sticking point here, as I said earlier, is the you know, that AoE super. It depends on the placement, right? Like, you could do this mission, right, if you've got the two EZAs pretty handily without the new units, right? As you see, we use the friend just for the boost in leader skill and the partner for Ultimate Gohan, but you could use Beast Gohan if you don't have it, if you can't find a friend, right? But I do recommend it using it. Definitely works a little bit better. But I mean, it works as long as Cellmax doesn't do the double AoE super turn one, then you're fine. As long as you can get Gamma 1 built up a little bit first, he can tank that super as we saw, which is great. So, guys, that is it for the video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know what team did you use to run the superhero mission. And hopefully this video helped you guys out for those who had the EZA. Like I said, with the first one, we wanted to get it out for those that didn't have the EZAs and you wanted to try it out. And now for this one, this is for those of you who have the EZAs and are still struggling, right? This might make it a little bit easier for you if you're still struggling with that superhero mission. So that's it for the video, guys. If nothing else, thanks for watching, and aloha.